Why we did this is that a lot of fly-by-night schools were awarding 99% marks to students who were getting entrance into AMU on the strength of their high school certificates. But when they landed up in the university, we found that their education was inadequate. So from this academic year, we adopted the system of competitive exams, and I am very, very proud to announce that this year, the quality of students who have entered AMU is far higher than what it was last year. We have started a bridge course for madrasa students. I know that their education has been only Dini Talim, Diniyat. What we are trying to do, we have selected 40 of the best madrasa students. We are educating them in English, computers and modern education. What we are trying to do is give them a background of modern education so that next year they can qualify for the humanities, for commerce. We are also examining whether we should increase this bridge course to a 2-year duration. Teach the madrasa students science so they can qualify for the science streams and maybe qualify for engineering courses. I know that all of you are interested in knowing about the 3 centers which Aligarh Muslim University has opened. At Malappuram in Kerala, Murshidabad in Bengal, and Kishanganj in Bihar. Now the centers are a topic of great acrimony, great debate. Let me tell you that it is my position that Sir Syed wanted Aligarh Muslim University to be the center of education for Muslims of India and all over the world. So these centers, I've inherited them, I can do nothing about them, but what we are trying to do and what we have offered, the Ministry of Minority Affairs is attempting to create 6 universities in minority areas. I am not calling them minority universities because the central government is prohibited by the Constitution in creating minority universities. What they are trying to do is create 6 universities in minority areas to be funded by the Maulana Azad Foundation. And what we have done, we've offered our 3 centers, and these inshallah, if our schemes fructify, will be the first 3 central universities in minority areas. So if these had remained centers, it would probably have taken 50 or 60 years for them to be raised to the level of universities. Because what we need to do is raise 1 department per year. Now 100 departments would have taken 100 years. But if our schemes go according to plan, these 3 centers inshallah will be full-fledged universities within about 2 years. The JNMC, we are examining whether it should be upgraded into an Institute of Medical Science. We have no problems, we want to do it, but we do not, I repeat, we do not want to dilute the control of Aligarh Muslim University over our medical colleges for reasons which all of you well understand. We need to kickstart again research. It is very, very important. We have made the Innovation Council. We are trying to encourage inventions and patents. We are in the process of raising the Faculty of International Studies, which will have one of the departments of Defense Studies. We are going to create the Department of Foreign Languages. Immediately what we want to start is courses in Chinese, Russian, German, Turkish and Hebrew. You'll ask me why Hebrew? I don't have to tell you. You need to understand the mind of the Jewish community, why they have done so well, why are they in positions of power. I have placed the charge of the Committee of Alumni Affairs under Major General G.G. Dwivedi. Now why General Dwivedi? Because I could not find a better man. He is an expert in the Chinese language. He is an expert in Western Asia. He's got his PhD from an American university. And his children are studying in America. So he makes frequent visits to America. So I felt he was the best man to handle the affairs of the alumni. I've already told you that we are in the process of creating an NRI hostel. One of the Sultan Jahan hostel will be upgraded, and for that we need 10 crores to upgrade it to the standards which your children are used to. Let me tell you that the children of NRI cannot survive in the present hostels of Aligarh Muslim University. They need air conditioning, they need a better standard of living which their parents are giving them. We will try and replicate that in the international hostel. I've already told you about the restoration of our historical buildings. Immediately, what we require is 6 crores just to repair their roofs. We need, our swimming pool is now 100 years old. We need a new international size swimming pool for the boys, which will cost about 5 crores. The indoor swimming pool will be reserved only for our girls too. We need a squash court. It requires 1 crore. We need new stables for our horses. It will require 5 crores. We need a golf course. Requires 2 crores. We've already got a donation of 40 lakhs from one of our very avid golfers in the Gulf. And we will raise money for that. So ladies and gentlemen, I have told you about the finances of Aligarh Muslim University. We need 3 T's from our alumni: their time, their talent, and their treasure. We need your help if we are to become #1 university of the country. It cannot happen solely on the strength of government funds. Those funds are just enough to pay for our electricity bills. They are not enough to put us on the path of progress. Let me assure you, ladies and gentlemen, that a revolution is underway at Aligarh Muslim University. It is my mission, and I request you to be partners in the renaissance of your alma mater. Thank you very much for giving me a place in here.
शुक्रिया भाई शंकर साहब। हम लोग आपको अश्योर करना चाहते हैं कि हम आपके पूरे 3D पे इंशाअल्लाह खरे उतरेंगे। ख्वातीन व हज़रात, थोड़ा मौसम बाहर खराब है, हम लोग थोड़ा फास्ट अपने आइटम को करेंगे। خواتین و حضرات، اپنی اعلیٰ روایت کو قائم رکھتے ہوئے یہاں کی ایمین امپلائی ایسوسیشن نے چند منتخب لوگوں کو جنہوں نے قابل ذکر نمایاں خدمات انجام دی ہیں انہیں اعزاز دینے کا فیصلہ کیا ہے۔ پروگرام کے اس جز کو پیش کرنے کے لیے میں دعوت دیتا ہوں ایک معروف شخصیت جو طویل عرصے تک سعودی ریڈیو پر پروگرام پیش کرتے رہے ہیں، فرصت کے اوقات میں صحافت بھی کرتے ہیں، ان کے مضامین عرب نیوز، سعودی گزٹ اور دیگر مختلف اخباروں میں اکثر چھپتے رہتے ہیں۔ ادب سے ان کا گہرا تعلق ہے، انگریزی میں شاعری بھی کرتے ہیں۔ میں دعوت دیتا ہوں جناب سید عبداللہ رضوی صاحب سے کہ وہ تشریف لائیں۔ سید عبداللہ رضوی صاحب۔
بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم۔ I think, as Kareem was saying, the weather outside, perhaps the Colonel, Lieutenant General could not be heard outside. If they had heard your speech, I'm sure the rains would have kept away and the dew would have kept away. It's a pleasure to hear Lieutenant General Shah today. A pleasure because it's not very often that you hear a very candid talk, a very matter-of-fact, practical assessment of reality. A very small study which I have done on Sir Syed Ahmad Taqwi to begin with. When he started this great institution in 1875, he did not have the money, he didn't have the resources. And to top it all, he had a hostile community there. So he faced a hostile community. There was no fund. Some people would call him a madman, some people would have called him as an atheist, some people called him as an antichrist. But in spite of that, he raised the funds for which we find the continuation till date. So when the Lieutenant General talks today in terms of the alumni, I believe it is your responsibility. It is your moral responsibility, it is your ethical responsibility that you say labbaik to what he has said. All of you who have stepped in the Aligarh Muslim University, you owe it to your community. And I'm sure that when you go back today and you talk to yourself in the night, you will realize your responsibility. This gentleman has come all the way not to generate funds. Am I right? He doesn't want funds. He wants your commitment. He wants your attachment to your alma mater. And for that, you have to stand up and say, yes, I will. If the Americans can go and we can, you will go by saying, yes, I will. And all of you become a member of this institution through your own means. Make sure that you reach where you want to have reached. आपके जेब में पैसा हो और आपके इंस्टीट्यूशन खुला हो, मैं नहीं समझता हूँ कि आपका ज़मीन इसका गवारा करेगा इसको। अपने ज़मीन की आवाज़ सुनिएगा, अपने एहसास को जगाइएगा। लेफ्टिनेंट जनरल ने जो आपसे कहा है, इसको इम्प्लीमेंट करके दिखाइएगा and take the shortest period of time. That's my submission to all of you. Now, we have, as an institution, in the past, started a tradition, Lieutenant General Shah Sahab, that the Aligarh Muslim University, because of its international brand equity, appreciates the members of the society, appreciates those who have contributed positively and with a sustained effort, for which a few people have been selected for the day. And I believe we can start from the ladies, am I right? From the field of education, Aligarh Muslim University alumni has decided to honor two ladies who have been outstanding in their contribution to the Indian community residing in the Eastern Province. First of all, we have Mrs. Tasneem Munir. Mrs. Tasneem Munir, if she is here, the headmistress in the institution, an absolute wonderful gem. Let me qualify, there can be different types and qualities of gems. She is an absolute wonderful gem. Multilingual, has the capacity to communicate in different languages, and above all, she has the ability and the desire and the thirst to help the girls in the institution. Is Mrs. Tasneem Munir here? Ma'am, it's a pleasure to honor you. Lieutenant General Zamiruddin Shah Sahab is recognizing the efforts of Mrs. Tasneem Munir. Let's have a bigger hand from the gentleman here. That's better. That's much better. These ladies work on their own. They are not told to do. They have their innate desire, their own ability, inner motivation. Then we have another lady who has been equally dynamic. She is renowned for her management and administrative skills. She has already been awarded once earlier by the President of India. Yes, the President of India has already appreciated one of the teachers of our own city. Let us give a very big hand to Mrs. Mario Sagir. Mrs. Mario Sagir, please. As I said earlier, she has already got an award for being absolutely outstanding. The school principal is also here. I'm sure he's getting scared because he heard the Lieutenant General say that good NRI teachers are welcome in Aligarh. I do hope we don't lose them from here to Aligarh. Thank you very much, ma'am. If these ladies have done a wonderful job in education, in the children of tomorrow, the community of tomorrow, then we have people who have worked very hard for the community. We have Mr. Yunus sitting here with us. Mr. Yunus, where do I see you? Do I see you somewhere here? If I see you here, our next winner is Mr. Yunus. Yunus Bhai belongs to that community of people, to that limited number of people who have always preferred the community to himself. Yunus Bhai has been a very dynamic man, and I'm sure people from the Bhatkal community would be absolutely seventh heaven as far as I'm concerned.
Assalamualaikum. Nahmadu wa nasalli ala Rasulil Kareem, amma ba'd. Sadr Jalsa, Izzat Maab, Dr. Saab, माशाअल्लाह सर सैयद डे के नाम पे जो यहाँ पर जलसा मुनक़्क़द किया जाता है हर साल, वाकई मुबारकबाद के मुस्तहक़ है कि हर साल ऐसे एमिनेंट पर्सनालिटी जो इंडिया से लेके आते हैं। लास्ट ईयर मनीशंकर अय्यर थे, इस दफ़ा माशाअल्लाह यूनिवर्सिटी के वाइस काउंसलर हैं। मुझे ऐसा लगा कि मैं यूनिवर्सिटी का दौरा किया होगा आपकी बात सुन के, और वाकई माशाअल्लाह जिस एफर्ट्स के साथ आपने सारा पिक्चर में पेश किया है, इंशाअल्लाह हम खुद चाहते हैं हमारे यहाँ भी हम लोग इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज चला रहे हैं, तकरीबन 20 स्कूल चला रहे हैं, एक छोटी जगह भटकल जो कर्नाटक में वाक़ई है, आपकी बातें, आपकी तकरीर सुन के ऐसा लगा कि हमारा भी है जो अलीगढ़ यूनिवर्सिटी जो आप मरकज में शुरू किया है, इंशाल्लाह ऐसे किसी फक्कर में भी आई है। हमारी आबादी तकरीबन 25-30 हज़ार की है और अक्सर लोग NRIs हैं जो गल्फ में जो है अक्सर बिजनेस में शामिल हैं। इंशाल्लाह हमारी ये दुआ है कि आप जैसे लोगों के ताउन हमारे साथ रहे और इसी तरह की यूनिवर्सिटीज हर माइनॉरिटी जो हम आई हो वहाँ पे ताउन वहाँ के दावान अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह।
Thank you very much, Yunus Bhai. The eastern province of Saudi Arabia is lucky to have many people who have become a part of the community. The gentleman sitting to my left here, Dr. Ziauddin Malik Saab, yet another individual who has contributed to the society. The gentleman who has been here for many years, quite a few decades, has been very well known to share and bring new people to the area. Let's give a very big hand to Dr. Anisuddin Malik Saab. The element of surprise is always very fascinating, Doctor. Dr. Anisuddin Malik Saab, a very popular man from the Eastern Province, from Jubail, and I believe he is very keenly associated with SWCC. The gentleman who has been very intricately involved in the organization for the last many years. A young man, very dynamic, very energetic, very positive. Everybody felt that when a man contributes in his youth, it is a lot more appreciating. Sharif Shamsi. Let's give him a very big hand. Sharif, लोगों ने ये कहा कि बुढ़ापे में तो हर आदमी नमाज पढ़ लेता है, अगर जवानी में शारिफ ने नमाज पढ़ ली तो फिर वाकई ये काबिल तारीफ। Sharif, thank you very much. And the next award is for a gentleman who has come all the way from the central province and has come up to us here in the eastern area. I met him a long time back, 15 years back. He appears short in stature, but very tall in height. And I had a problem with him in the first meeting. And he said, मुझसे पंगा मत लीजिए, मैं छोटा दिखता हूँ नहीं इतना छोटा. Since then, I have refused to take anything except only his blessings. Nadeem Tareen. Nadeem Tareen. Nadeem Tareen has been very actively involved in the field of education. Nadeem has been the driving force for the institution in which you are sitting today over here. We owe it to him that he has taken this on to himself to make sure that education reaches the masses. And if I heard correctly, although the acoustics was not working properly, I think Nadeem Bhai was talking about building another 200-room hostel in Aligarh. आप 200 रूम बनवा रहे हो, हमसे कह रहे हैं बोलिए नहीं आप, तो भाई हम नहीं बोलेंगे. But I believe he has been a huge philanthropist, and a good sign of a good philanthropist, he says keep quiet. Okay. Thank you very much, Nadeem Bhai. Then we've got two more gentlemen. Jamil Qureshi Saab. Jamil Qureshi Saab, I know him since the day I came to the Eastern Province. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't have found the house if it was not for him. I don't know what the motivation was, because the owner of the house was a lady, a single lady. But Jamil Bhai took me across and made sure that I got the house. Jamil Bhai, you're right from that? Has been here for almost 3 decades, has been useful to everybody. Anybody wanting anything from the KFU PM, Jamil Qureshi Saab was the man. So a lot of you have been helped by him. Jamil Qureshi Saab. Thank you very much. And how can an evening be complete? How can an evening be complete if a few shares have not been recited? मैं शेर पढ़ना नहीं जानता हूँ, इसलिए मैं उसकी हिम्मत नहीं करूँगा. जिस शख्स के बारे में मैं आपसे मुखातिब हूँ और जिसके बारे में आपसे कहना चाह रहा हूँ, उनको उर्दू शायरी और इतने खूबसूरत अंदाज में वो शायरी को प्रेजेंट करते हैं कि हमारे जैसे लोग जिसको उर्दू शायरी ना समझ में आती हो वो भी उसका पसंद करने लगता है. मुकर्रम अली खान साहब. गालिबन एक शेर है कि मैं दुनिया के सुखनवर बहुत अच्छे, कहते हैं कि मुकर्रम भाई का अंदाज बयां और है. जमील भाई, मुकर्रम भाई, ये दो ऐसे लोग हैं जिनकी नजरों पे पर्दा पड़ा हुआ था. जमील भाई और मुकर्रम अली खान साहब दोनों की नजरों पे पर्दा पड़ा हुआ था. ये हमारे दोस्त थे, कहीं बैठे होंगे अलमाना हॉस्पिटल के डॉक्टर जुबैर साहब, जिन्होंने इनका पर्दा उतारा दोनों का. पता नहीं क्या क्या देख रहे थे. अब हमको तो पता नहीं है, उन्होंने जुबैर साहब ने बाद में बताया है कि शायद कुछ हम ज्यादा देख रहे हैं. मुकर्रम भाई, it has been a pleasure. It has been an absolute pleasure, and I believe तमाम without मुकर्रम भाई will be an absolute vacuum. आप हमसे एग्री करते हैं कि नहीं? Without मुकर्रम भाई तमाम cannot be a तमाम. तो इनको रोकने का इंतजाम किया जाए इंशाअल्लाह. Finally, on behalf of everybody who is here, on behalf of every member who made sure that the evening has been as exciting as it can be, we believe it is our duty to honor Lieutenant General Zahiruddin Shah Sahab on behalf of the community here. I heard General Shah speak, and I think I heard a lot of it today, and it is the first time I've heard a Lieutenant General speak actually. I've heard colonels, but I've not heard a Lieutenant General. But when I heard him today, I realized that here Aligarh University has found a man with sincerity, a man with a commitment and a man with a purpose. And I hope and pray on behalf of all of us that the Lieutenant General delivers a lot of what he has told us today, and we as the alumni and as the community stand by him. Thank you very much.
शुक्रिया अब्दुल्ला भाई. ख्वातीन और हज़रात, इस प्रोग्राम को कामयाबी के साथ अंजाम तक पहुंचाने में जिन लोगों ने दिन रात मेहनत की है, उन्हें शुक्रिया अदा करने के लिए मैं दावत देता हूं अपने सीनियर साथी जनाब राहत सुल्तान साहब को कि वो तशरीफ लाएं और वोट अपना पेश करें. जनाब राहत सुल्तान साहब.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम. मौजूद हाज़रीन, मैं महसूस कर रहा हूं बाहर का मौसम बदलने के साथ साथ हमारे भूख की रंगत भी बदलती जा रही है. तो मैं बहुत ज्यादा वक्त न लेते हुए तमाम हाज़रीन जलसा का शुक्रिया मैं इस तरह अदा करूं, मेरे पास अल्फाज नहीं है. सबसे बढ़कर हमारे मेहमान खुसूसी जनरल ज़मीर शाह साहब का इस वक्त जो आपने तकरीर सुनी, उस तकरीर में उन्होंने एक खास चीज का बहुत ज्यादा लिहाज रखा है. वो लिहाज है टारगेट डेट्स इन्होंने मेंशन की हैं अपने हर इवेंट के लिए. इवेंट के यूनिवर्सिटी की सड़कों के प्लान की कंप्लीशन डेट आपने आप सबके सामने रखी 9 दिसंबर. 9 दिसंबर कितने दिन बाकी हैं? 10 दिन. और ये कमिटमेंट ٹارگیٹ ڈیٹس کے ساتھ اگر کوئی دے رہا ہے تو ہمارا بھی یقیناً یہ فریضہ ہے کہ 9 دسمبر سے پہلے ہم بھی اپنے فریضے کو، جس مقصد سے ہمارے وائس چانسلر صاحب یہاں تشریف لائے ہیں، اس فریضے کو مکمل عملی جامہ پہنا کر ہمارے وائس چانسلر صاحب کا مشن مکمل کریں. اور میرے خیال میں قدرت نے ہم کو ایک نیا سر سید عطا کیا ہے جنرل صاحب کی شکل میں، اور آپ سب کی بہاف پر میں جنرل صاحب کو یقین دلاتا ہوں کہ وہ جس مشن کو لے کر چلے ہیں علی گڑھ مسلم یونیورسٹی کو نمبر 1 پائیدان پر لے جانے کے لیے، ہم اور ہماری انتظامیہ آپ کے ساتھ پورا وعدہ کرتی ہے کہ ہم آپ کے شانہ بشانہ جس قدر ہو سکے گا 9 دسمبر سے پہلے انشاءاللہ ہم اپنا کمٹمنٹ پورا کریں گے. آج صبح کو دوپہر کے کھانے پر ہم لوگ وائس چانسلر صاحب کے ساتھ کچھ گفتگو میں مصروف تھے. وائس چانسلر صاحب نے ایک نقطے کے اوپر بہت زیادہ اصرار کیا کہ ہماری کمیونٹی آرمڈ فورسز کے اندر لاسٹ پرائرٹی میں جاتی ہے. اگر میں یہ کہوں کہ 0 اسٹیٹس ہے تو شاید غلط نہ ہو. وائس چانسلر صاحب نے 10+2 کے بچوں کے ساتھ 800 بچے تقریباً تھے، کچھ پروفیسر حضرات بھی شامل تھے، بچوں کو NDA میں جانے کی تربیت ان کو پیش کی کہ جتنا جلدی ہو سکے آپ اس کے اندر جائیں. تو ایک پروفیسر صاحب نے کہا کہ حضور یہ بڑا مشکل مسئلہ ہے کمیونٹی کے لیے آرمڈ فورسز میں جانے کا. پھر وائس چانسلر صاحب نے بچوں سے پوچھا ڈو یو وانٹ ٹو میک یور سیلف اسٹرانگ؟ سب نے کہا یس. ڈو یو وانٹ ٹو میک یور فیملی اسٹرانگ؟ یس. ڈو یو وانٹ ٹو میک یور کمیونٹی اسٹرانگ؟ یس. 800 بچوں میں سے 600 بچوں نے NDA کے فارمز اسی وقت جمع کر دیے بھر کر، اور مجھے انشاءاللہ یقین ہے کہ ان 600 میں سے کم 60 بچے ضرور کوالیفائی کریں گے، اور ان 60 میں سے کم 6 بچے یقیناً ہمارے وائس چانسلر صاحب کی پوزیشن تک ضرور پہنچیں. میرے پاس یہ آ چکی ہے، ٹائم میرا اب ہو چکا ہے. میں تمام مہمانوں کا بے حد شکر گزار ہوں، خاص طور سے ہمارے مہمانان جو باہر سے تشریف لائے ہیں، نہ صرف دمام سے بلکہ ریاض سے، حبکی سے، جبیل سے، حقوق سے، رحیمہ سے. ان کے لیے میرے پاس شکریہ ادا کرنے کے لیے الفاظ نہیں ہیں. ہماری انتظامیہ کمیٹی جن کی انتھک کوششوں سے یہ پروگرام یہاں پر منعقد ہو سکا، اور ماشاءاللہ سے آپ سب لوگوں نے اس زبردست تعداد میں حاضر ہو کر کے اس پروگرام کو کامیاب کیا ہے، میں بے حد ممنون ہوں، مشکور ہوں. میں ممنون ہوں صدر محترم کا، وائس چانسلر صاحب کا، اور ڈائس پر اور تمام آڈینس میں جتنے حضرات بیٹھے ہیں، بے حد شکریہ. اور اس شکریہ کے ساتھ شکریہ.
شکریہ رام بھائی. خواتین و حضرات، اب جو ہمارا پروگرام ہے وہ ترانے کا ہے، مگر ترانے کے بعد رفل ڈرا ہوگا. جو ابر یہاں سے اٹھا ہے وہ سارے جہاں پر برسے گا. خواتین و حضرات، ہماری یونیورسٹی کی چند منفرد خصوصیات میں سے ایک اس کا ترانہ ہے، جسے تخلیق کیا یونیورسٹی کے ہی سابق طالب علم، ہندوستان کے مشہور شاعر اسرار الحق مجاز نے. میں دعوت دیتا ہوں ترانہ ٹیم کے ممبر مجیب صاحب، مبین صاحب، यासिर साहब, राहत साहब, खुर्रम साहब, अरहम साहब, तंजीम साहब, अफरोज साहब तशरीफ ले आए।
Thank you.